Happy Thursday, everyone. An update on the river flood situation across central Mississippi. Our rivers continue to rise as we have a lot of rainfall from the past week funneling into those river basins. We're talking about the Pearl River, the Big Black River, and the Yazoo River, all now at moderate to major flood stage as we head towards the weekend. So that's not good news right now at Bentonia, our major flood stage there along US 49 between Madison and Yazoo County. So here's the latest river flood forecast. Now the Big Black River and the Pearl River all expected to reach major flood stage by the end of the weekend. At Bentonia, we're already there, over 31 feet, still expected to rise a few more inches. At Bovina now, it is expected to reach over 40 feet by this weekend, and that would also be major flood stage impacting areas near Edwards as well. Now the Pearl River upstream from Jackson in Leake County near Carthage has just been upgraded from a moderate to a major flood forecast. Over a foot more of water expected to increase as we head into the weekend. And then downstream, of course, down in Lawrence County, Monticello, keeping an eye on the Pearl River, will eventually get out of minor flood stage into moderate flood stage by next week. So, of course, in the metro area, when we talk about river flooding, we have to keep in mind the Ross Barnett Reservoir. We have the upstream Pearl River coming into the reservoir and stopping behind the spillway. And then the spillway controls how much water is let downstream into the Pearl River, and that was what can flood Jackson, Byram, and areas downstream. So as of your Thursday, we have a reservoir level of over 295.5 feet. That level continues to rise. The spillway currently letting out 55,000 cubic feet. That number is expected to go up, letting more water in, and the Pearl River over 33.5 feet as of your Thursday. So here is the latest update on the spillway discharge. How much water is coming out of the Ross Barnett Reservoir spillway as of your Thursday morning? 55,000 cubic feet per second. That's expected to rise to 75,000 cubic feet per second by the weekend, and that will only increase the Pearl River downstream, and that is what has already been happening. We've gone from minor flood stage Tuesday now to moderate flood stage by Thursday, with the river now over 33.5 feet, expected to go up another 2 feet by the weekend, and that will be very close to major flood stage and would be the highest stage that we have seen since 1983 back in April. So our the areas downtown that would be flooded by the Pearl River right now, as it's approaching 34 feet, are going to be the Hightower community here between I-20 and US 80. Water would impact the first buildings along South Congress Street as well as Southwest Street. Silas Brown and Old Brandon Road going to be impacted there near the river. And then downstream in Byram, we will of course have the Trahan Creek that backs up into North Byram neighborhoods, as well as the swinging bridge there along Florence and Byram Road. The good news is, heading towards the weekend, we're not expecting any more rainfall, but early next week, another 1 to 3 inches certainly on the table, and that will only intensify the river flooding concerns. So be sure to stay with Storm Team 12 and 12 News for updates here on WJTV.com and on 12 News.